Okay.
You could
Hello,
have
everyone.
said
Welcome back to Berserk. I am your host today, Stanley. Nico couldn't be bothered to show up for his own LP. What an asshole, right? Well, here we go. So I'm playing. There's this one chick who's telling us her. Man, don't tell me to hurry up. You know how long this game is? Jeez. All right, let's kill some
it's
shit. Get ready.
around like 15 hours long. She
So yeah,
probably doesn't know.
today with us we have me, Ryan, Isidoro, the greatest character in Berserk.
No.
We have
No.
a guy doing a very good impression of Nico. That's really solid. The guy doing that impression is Leo, who's new. Say hi. Okay, fine, Leo. I see how it is. You douche.
I was waiting for Nico to say hi. He didn't catch the joke.
Nope.
It would have been so good.
I know, right?
Well, I am not a Leo. But yeah, in any case, they introduced some new monsters that are kind of a lot more messed up than what we have been dealing with before.
Even
My
more
favorite
so than
one-
usual.
Oh yes, and they will get even more messed up as we go on. My favorite one is the zipper millipede. It's like it like has a zipper going down its like the middle.
I
It's
noticed
so,
some of these monsters are literally brains with legs. What the hell?
brains with legs and faces. It's everything I love.
So is there a three-faced man walking on the ceiling with a gun?
Sadly, we don't get that. Well, they have.
Missed opportunity.
I mean, this game does not have ceilings. That's the first thing. And second of all, there are multiple monsters with many faces. But yeah, now we are in the slightly more bloody place with some actual color. This is disconcerting, and god damn it, those ads.
No.
The one guy, the one thing with the very happy face is my favorite.
The cliff off. Oh, god damn it! We wandered into Tales of the Abyss. Prepare for side quests.
Prepare for a stupid dungeon, that's for one thing. This is essentially a lost forest type of area. Even though I have completed the game before, they still don't give me a map for this place. And it's not like... This place still more or less has a regular map, they just don't give it to you.
Oh.
Because
That's
you...
just mean.
Yeah, it's just a case of there are three ways every single time, and only one of them is right. However, generally, when you choose the wrong one, you will have the idea which one is the correct one. Because well, you will see on the map. I only filmed the correct attempt, so to say. I didn't show off the one where I went almost all the way through and then made a mistake.
Oops.
Why not? I'm sure a lot of us were curious what happened.
You could say he made an uh-oh in his diaper.
Ryan, go in the corner.
Okay.
Attaboy.
So, you know how it's like so notable that Guts can use his huge sword one-handed?
Hmm.
The
Well,
entire cast of Power Stone can do that.
huh.
It's
But yeah.
kind of weird.
One weird thing about the sword that I don't believe I have mentioned before at all is that he doesn't always wield his sword in one hand. at least in this game. But the thing is, that is well, he doesn't wield his sword in two hands at all during this playthrough, simply because it carried over all of my upgrades. And until you invest all of the points in, until you upgrade your sword speed to the max, he's going to be carrying it in two hands, kind of like dragging it behind, as opposed to holding it in one hand just above his shoulder. I failed to mention that before because I just kind of forgot, and I wasn't exactly sure what caused this sword to become so much less heavy all of a sudden.
Well, it kind of makes sense. It's part of what he's notable for.
But yeah, here you can see once you get to the edge of an area, you will basically see that there is another area extending there. I'm not 100% certain if that will actually show if you're playing the game through the first time. But you know, it's kind of the case of once you make a mistake, it will take the you will know that to not go there and go to the other one. It's not the worst Lost Forest type of area, but there are also locations in this place that are just outright. Well, you go for like two locations, and then there is a dead end that sends you back all the way back to the beginning, which becomes quite confusing because every area looks pretty much the same.
Elf dust, so that's what they call it now. I always just called it cocaine.
This is why Puck is the best character, the most reliable one in every conceivable way. Is because
no, that doesn't make up for the fact that he's an annoying little shit. Okay, that's a nice touch. They actually did go ahead. You can't summon them.
That's what I was about to say. Whenever your characters leave the party, go on.
I was just saying yes, Dan.
Okay. Whenever your characters leave the party, their power-ups become unavailable, except for Puck's, which they were pretty considerate with. He just always says, "I'll leave the dust," which actually disables the animation for his his little dance whenever he heals you. It becomes instantaneous. So I guess for you, Stan, if you were playing this game, this would be your favorite moment.
Yes, because no Puck, just his shit all over my bag. Christ.
But
Not a
yeah,
fan.
Stan has completely irrational hate towards Puck.
And you have irrational hate towards Isidoro, so we're even.
No, I have my reasons.
Yeah, and I have my reasons for hating Puck too.
Is it because his name is Puck?
No, it's because he's a shitlord. That's why.
As a reader of the manga, Berserk is just really chatty. I don't know what that has to do with Isidro and Puck, but she's really chatty. Like the speech bubble is like filled with just long text.
She is kind of like that too. Like, she has reasons for that, I guess. Simply because she's the most knowledgeable one about the whole, other world and stuff.
Right.
Even if she doesn't know everything, which she does state, and she doesn't try to pretend like she does.
She certainly doesn't know how to get to that one city to cure what's Reese's illness. Christ.
Alfhelm?
Yes, there. Thank you.
At this point, did they ever even get there in the whole duration of the manga?
To the Elven place so far, I don't think they have yet.
Are they still even going there?
I think so. I think they're on like this ship Yep, I haven't gotten that far. We're a bit ahead of where I left off, but I believe they're still going to it, and I think a war is broken out somewhere else.
Yeah, here is the spot where I cut off my making mistakes so that nobody really has to see them.
Mistake? What are you talking about? Surely you don't make any, Nico. Otherwise, how would you explain all those S ranks you have in Panzer Division?
Maybe he used Game Shark.
No response. All right, Nico, I see your game. I see. All right, you don't want to brag. I understand that. That's a humble quality. Fine.
I don't know, man.
Moving on. This place is a little bit no. I don't remember if it's this spot or the next one, but basically what they do is they put an area. They put an area that's visible from one spot, but that area leads nowhere. But you can only see that that there is a way leading from that area from the wrong spot, so to say. Like the map does not cover enough ground for you to actually be able to see where you're supposed to be going. And this dungeon is pretty extensive, and most of it is the exact same place. So yeah, not fun.
All of these endless corridors we have to go through.
One of these awkward camera angles that get even more awkward simply because the area is just so tiny. But yeah, this isn't really the worst. This isn't really the worst level that this game has to offer. It's by far not the best one, but the worst one comes up in like 2 episodes or so. But that's what speed editing is for.
Yay.
Goddamn ads.
I don't want to buy that arm.
What?
It's just like, okay.
So, quick question: is his name actually Judo or is it Jude?
It's Judo.
Okay,
It was June. I think it was Juno in the anime.
Yeah, they spell it
Differently.
differently. It's Judeau, I think. So it's literally Judo.
Hmm. Loading, 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 loading. Yeah, he's the most vocal out of all of them. I find it really funny. In almost every single cutscene where you actually go into fight against those 3 guys, because well, it already happened and it's also going to happen again. Judo's the one that talks the most. Although to be fair, out of most of the companions, they were kind of the closest.
So this is just like the fight in the mansion, then, right?
Pretty much. And there will be, if I remember correctly, 1 more fight, but that one is gonna be slightly different. Well, first of all, in the next fight, they're actually going to try to put up a fight.
They're just getting destroyed this time.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, to be fair, I do have the game turned to easy, simply because I could not do New Game Plus on normal or hard. I wouldn't want to do hard anyway, but yeah, I prefer doing it that way simply because it's while I do enjoy it, it's a little bit too clunky. If I just want to play the game through for the story. Also, Juro has probably some of the best counters, so to say. Like I was never actually able to. I wanted to finish him off with the knives, but the knives again proved to be the most worthless of all weapons.
Why do they even have knives?
Because Guts has knives in the manga.
So screw it. Why not?
Yeah, pretty much every single other thing is pretty damn useful, except for knives.
捨てられるのかグリフィスを judo